Hello friends, happy Friday and welcome to Gigi's Sweet Peaches channel. Again, if you are coming back, if not, welcome. So today I am going to be chatting about our 2015 incentive. We have a brand new incentive that started here on August 1st. So if you are a new consultant, then you're probably like, what incentive? I could probably never earn it. Stop right there. You can do it. I promise you, if you set your mind, body, and soul into doing it, you can do it. I have earned 4 trips. I've been with Scentsy for over 4 years, and I've earned every single trip incentive that has been offered. So I want to just give you that little tidbit of, if you think you can't, I'm going to stop you right now. I want you to just do it. Just go after what it is that you want in this business and do it. And if you don't come up with the points at the end of the day, maybe you'll earn SFR paid for, or maybe you'll earn a trip for one. You never know. So why not just go for it, right? So I want to start, today's the 2nd, but I want to start out August with sharing this information, because this is what I do every single incentive period. I start from the beginning. Now, a couple years ago, I went on a cruise to Alaska. This was the 2nd incentive that I earned, and I got back about a week or two before the end. Well, I guess it was like 2 weeks before the end of July, the end of July. So when we started out August 1st, it was actually our brand new catalog and the incentive period. And I had gotten COVID after that cruise. So I was really, really ill, and I took some photos with the new bars once I felt better about a week or two later. And those photos, I look at it going, gosh, I was so sick right then. And I think to myself, even there was probably like 2 days that I didn't do much because I really, really was sick. But then after that, I laid in bed and I was like, I'm not going to let this stop me from doing what I need to do, because right now is the time that I need to gear up for this incentive, and I can't. I'm laying in bed. So starting out that incentive period and then earning the incentive that next year for the Bahama or the Caribbean cruise to the Bahamas, Jamaica, Haiti, and Coco Cay, that truly was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness I earned that. But last year, when I was working really hard for Hawaii, and I ended up taking SFR instead because we were going to Walt Disney World in Florida, but I really wanted to take my son, and I didn't take it the first trip I earned to Walt Disney World, so I had to take it. I didn't go to Hawaii, but I've learned that if I set out from the very beginning, working the plan that I have set in place, there will be days that it won't work. There will be months that it won't work out exactly how you had planned it, but at least you're putting it in place and you know what you have to do to make that up if you don't reach that goal. So the first thing I do, and there's a couple of different places that these were shared, so you may find them in different places, but if you're on my team, you will see that I've made a folder for the 2015 incentive. So this is my photo that I keep hanging in my office, because motivation is seeing it in front of you, okay? Having that visual, looking at it every day. And I do have a screensaver as well of a sort of picture like this, but it's a little different. But at the bottom, I wrote, keep hustling. Because every single time I want to go lay down and not do anything. I mean, maybe you need to rest, right? There are days that you have to rest. But there's days where I just feel like I don't want to do anything today. Okay, I need that motivation to remind me why I'm doing this. And so that picture is going to be posted right here on my wall, next to my little incentives that I get, my little pins and stuff like that. I put the little papers up there, and I have my vision board. I also have some drawings for my granddaughters that they've added to my wall, but that goes on there because my desk is right here, and I look over here occasionally, obviously, well, not more than occasionally, all the time. I'm looking off to the side and I'm thinking, okay, I need to have something at all times. So maybe print a couple, maybe have one on your fridge, maybe have one where you get ready in the morning, maybe have one here by your desk, because as often as you can, seeing that is going to help. because we could print things all day and then stick them on our desk and then never look at them. If they're not up in front of you, you might out of mind, out of sight, out of sight, out of mind. I'll say that correctly. The other thing I printed, which this kind of is a duplication of another one, but depending on what you want, print it all, see what you got. If you're like a paper pen kind of gal, if not, you can save it on the desktop, save it on your phone, whatever. Keep it in somewhere that you're going to look. But this is also on your dashboard under incentives. That is an extra tab that you're going to see as you sell. You're going to see points start to gather in there. You're going to sponsor and you're going to promote, and your sponsors are going to promote, and all the different things that you can earn points. That we'll talk about that in a second. But as you start to earn those, you'll see those points. So the focus for me isn't like, oh my gosh, I need 65,000 points. How am I going to do that? Okay, well, I'll worry about it later. No, I'm going to look at this and say, I want to bring someone with me to Greece and Turkey, and I want our airfare to be paid for. I'm going to go for that 65,000 points. I need to know how I can earn a trip for two fully paid and be Scentsy spoiled, okay, and bring someone along. And I want 65,000 points. So how am I going to get to 65,000 points? That is something you can't just not prepare for. Unfortunately, unless you're selling 10,000 a month in PRV, then you really do have to have a plan. Now, the other thing I want to make note of is that you need 6,000 sponsoring points of that 65,000. So not on top of the 65,000, but 6,000 has to be sponsoring points and 65,000 total. So that's my goal. I need 65,000 and I need at least 6,000 in sponsoring points. Last year I did 13,600 in sponsoring points, and I'm pretty sure the sponsoring points were pretty close to those same numbers. So the more sponsoring points that you can get, obviously, is going to help your total. You don't have to just rely on your PRV, but it is important. But you have to sponsor. You have to do something in that area. So there's different trackers, how to earn points I printed. There's also another one that talks by level so that you can, or actually this doesn't give you ideas, but this one you can actually fill in as you go so that you know what level you're at all times. This one is going to share how to earn the points. So let's put that to the side for 1 second. There's another tracker. This one, and I kind of just print them because I want to see like, what do I want to use? This one is going, let me put my glasses on because I have my contacts on, but I can't see close up. So this one is going to talk about level 1, and SFR needs at least 500 sponsoring points. Level 2 is a trip for one without flight, and that's 25,000 points with 3,000 sponsoring points. Level 3 is earn a trip for one with airfare. That's 40,000 points and 3,000 sponsoring points. I think I had about 33,000 points last year. So I know in order to earn this, I have to do more than I did last year. And starting early is going to help, but you really have to have fundraisers and events and parties and high PRV and sponsoring. All of it has to come together. So if you've ever wanted something in your life, now is the time. If you do want this, you don't have to work towards this, but if you want this trip, now is the time to dig deep. Now is the time to figure out where you need to go to make your business grow. Level 4 is earning a trip for one plus a guest with flights not included for your guest. Level 5 is earn a trip for two with flights included. So that's the 65,000. Sorry, that was 50,000 and 65,000, both 6,000 sponsoring points. Now, top 50, and that is going to be who has the most points, which last year, I think it was like 89,000 was the base for the top. So it seems like a huge number. It is a huge number, but at least you have time, right, to work towards that number. And so I'm pretty sure that was Peru. Yeah, that's Peru. So here is the fall and winter 2025 incentive planner, and it tells you the goal level, the total points needed, and the sponsoring points needed. So it's going to break it down, and it's going to break it down into PRV, there's actually two separate trackers for the same thing. Yeah, that's two of the same thing. So this is going to give you a chance to kind of like fill in what you think you're going to need, and then maybe use this one at the bottom for your actual months. Okay, that is one tracker. And I shared this into the folder if you're on my team. The other one is Get Her to the Greek. I think it says Get Her to the Greek. Get Her to the Greek. Yeah, I didn't make these, but I don't know why it says that at the top. But let's go with it. So this is another tracker. August, September, October is on this one. November, December, January. We have 6 months, friends. 6 months. And it seems like a lot, but don't wait. Do not wait. Start today. So your PRV goal, your ending PRV goal, it's going to break it down, because you need to kind of set like what it is that you think you need to get to make those goals. Your teamies being certified. If you sponsor someone starting on August 1st and they certify in this month, you're getting 1,000 points. I believe it was. I think it talks about it here. Yes. Promote the following titles. Activity bonus. Sponsor and earn sensational start. If your frontline earns sensational start. If they're sponsored before August 1st, you get 250 points. But if they're sponsored August 1st through January 31st, I believe it's 1,000 for the first one, 1,500 for the second, and then 3 or more is 3,000. So the key is to sponsor 2 or more people a month. I try to do 2. I say try, but I shouldn't say try. I do all I can to get, sorry, I backtracked onto that. So let's go back one step. This is going to be your tracker. These are your trackers, so that'll help you keep on top of what you know you need to have and what you can do. So here is the tracker of how to get those points. And then here's something that you can color in as you go. Okay, that was the one that I shared. So there's a couple different trackers. You pick which one you want. And if you need a visual to color in, that's always best. There's also another one on the dashboard, actually, that Sensi gave us. I did not print that one, but you can do that one as well. So let's talk about how to earn the points. Starting August 1st, for every point, every dollar you sell, you get a point. Having PRV of 2,500 or more a month is very important. Not only for annual sales, because at the same time I'm earning this, I want to earn annual sales to get that $1,000 bonus to take on my trip too, right? So my goal every month is 4,000 PRV. I want a minimum of 2,000 because I want that sales bonus, but I want at least 2,500 if I want to get to annual sales. And anything above that is going to help me even more with our points for the trip. 500 points when you attend World Tour in person. So you're going to sign up prior to the ending of this period. And then the World Tour for us normally is in February. So you're going to get those 500 points. And as long as you go, those points won't be taken away. So make sure if you do sign up, you go. You get 500 points. If you sell 1,000 PRV or more, 5 out of the 6 months, you get a 1,500 bonus. So I know I'm going to work my butt off, and I'm going to do that because I've never had under 1,000 in a month. So I'm going to get that 1,500 and I'm going to get that 5. I already know I'm going to have 2,000. And then if I have a plan of selling 2,500 to 4,000, I'm going to break it down into what months I feel I can do that. Or maybe I'm going to set it at 4,000 for all the months and try my hardest, right? So it just depends on what you want to set that for. To earn sensational start during the qualification period. So this is for new consultants. If you are in your first 70 days of business, this is so important. Do not put it to the side. Work as hard as you can to earn level 3, because that is going to give you 5,000 extra points. Huge amount of numbers. And when I first joined and I earned my first trip, I had sensational start level 3. I don't remember what the points were, but that is going to help you. Level 1 is 1,000, level 2 is 2,000, and level 3 is 5,000. So if you're in your first 70 days and you want to earn this trip, you need to focus on that area as well. Promote to the following titles for the first time during the qualification period. Now, for me, I was already a director, so I can't promote back to director and get my points. I would have to promote to star director, and that is a dream. So for everyone else that is not been a director, which is everyone on my team, if you're watching this and you're not on my team, then obviously that doesn't apply to you. But if you are not one of these titles yet and you've never gotten there before, you can earn those points. So if you promoted to director during this period, you can get 5,000 extra points. That's huge. So that's what I worked on my first year that I joined. So I just wanted to share that because when you're new, it is possible. It is so possible. And if you don't even look at this schedule of points, you're going to think it can't be done, but it can be done. I have done it, and I'm sharing that with you because I want you guys to know it's possible. So activity bonus, get paid at rank. Now that is when you are a title and you're getting paid at title. So if I am a superstar consultant right now and we hit 6,000 a month, then I am getting paid at title. And we get 500 points. I get 500 points. If I was a director, even if I re-promoted to director and we get paid at title, that's 10,000 in PRV. So GWV is like 13,333. That's 1,000 points for me. So it is important that I run my team, that I help my team, because I also will get those points for being that leader, right? Being that leader to my team and maintaining those numbers and helping my team reach their goals. So it is very important, if you do have people underneath you, that you do support them. And I have, ever since I've joined, no matter my title, no matter if I'm a director or not, I've always led my team to be supportive. I am just equal to them as anything. A title really doesn't make a difference, but I stepped into that role when I joined to be a leader to others, to support them, to help them grow, to help them learn, to help them be better in this business. And with my experience of having my side businesses for 22 years, I felt like, you know what, I can do this. This is the first time I've actually stepped into a leader role. Believe it or not. I mean, I was a director. I had one employee underneath me before, but this is different. And so I was very nervous at first. So if you're just starting out and you are a leader right now, let's say you're a certified consultant and you're wanting to sponsor someone, don't be afraid of stepping into that role. There's no reason to be worried because you have Sensi to back you up. They are here to support everyone as their own business owner, but you have a team that is supporting you. You have leaders that are supporting you. So you know you don't have to feel you're alone. Never feel that. All right, so 500 to 2,000 points you can earn for sponsoring someone that does sensational start. So if I have a person that reaches level 3, I get 2,000 points. So that also gives you points when you have those people that you've been supporting those first 70 days, that you've been providing that training and that knowledge and helping them reach their goals. You're going to be rewarded with those points as well. 250 points is if you sponsored someone prior to August 1st. So prior to our incentive period, if I have 2 people that just joined in July, if they promote to certified, and they will, when they promote to certified, they will also get points because they are certified. And then I get 250 when they become certified. Okay. So then your frontline promotions, which is very important because you have people that are still essential or certified or lead that can promote to these other titles. So your team is helping you. Yes, your customers are going to help you with your PRV and your things, but as someone that was already a director that can't re-promote to director, my focus has to be my team. My focus has to be my PRV because that's where my points are going to come from. Having fundraisers, having high PRV, and sponsoring. Frontline promotions to lead consultant is 2,500 points. So if I have a frontline who promotes to lead, that for the first time, that's 2,500 points. So even if I had 2 people join in July and I get them to certified and they only give me that 250, I still have an opportunity to help them reach lead and get the 2,500. And so when you add that together, that's 2,750. So that is also very important. And I, again, want to say this, friends, it is possible. You just have to know what you need to do. If you know what you need to do, it's going to make it a lot easier. Having a supportive team, having a supportive leader is very important. But it's going to take you. It's going to take you holding yourself accountable or finding that accountability partner and finding it within yourself of why you want this. Why do you want to go on this cruise? I get chills every time I say anything about incentives. I've earned 4 incentives. I have been on every incentive trip. Well, technically not the first one because I took the payout and took my family to Disneyland, but I still went the same week that they did. So I have earned all 4 incentives, and I have made it a goal to always earn trips because I love being Scentsy spoiled. I never traveled before Scentsy, and I did a video a few years back that is actually on this channel, is one of the first videos that I shared, and you can go back and watch that as well. But I have it in my soul, in my every being, that I'm not just doing this because I want to earn a trip. I'm doing this because I want to help other people. I want to see other people's joy when they earn a trip, when they promote. And it just gives me such joy to see that. But also because I've never been able to travel. I was a single mom. I shared this all in the other video, but I was a single mom. I never got to go anywhere until I joined Scentsy. So for me, it makes me so happy and excited to be able to do this because I never had the chance to travel the world. And so this is a true dream. And I never even dreamed of going to Greece. That was never even something I even thought about, right? The things that you can do with Scentsy are just, they're just beyond your even imagination. And the fact that they do this, that they, when you work hard and they give you an extra bonus of $1,000 because you make annual sales, or they give you this incentive trip, fully paid money to travel, like, friends, this is something that companies don't do. Not every company gives you this. And it's not easy. I'm not going to sit here in front of you and say it's easy. I'm scared to death to try to even do this sometimes because I'm like, I don't know if I could do it. It's a lot of points. But I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say I'm not going to try because it's a lot of points. I'm not going to say I can't do it. I know I can do it. But I need my team and I need my customers and I need that support. And so I need to hustle every day. Already I'm hustling every day to keep the roof over my head, to keep the bills paid. But to earn this incentive means so much. So friends, if you're on my team, you know I love you. You know I support you. You know I'm always there for you. If you aren't a consultant and you're watching this and you're thinking about joining Scentsy, please let's chat, because I promise there is a place for you in this business. There's a place for you in our team. There's a place for you to find yourself, your passion, your growth, whatever you're looking for. So friends, if you have any questions, you know how to reach out to me, and have an amazing weekend. And friends, go print these trackers. If you have any questions, let me know, and let's go to Greece. Bye.